Peace and love, peace and love. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Flowing and Growing with Sister Nzinga, where we are working on emancipating ourselves from mental slavery. Because none but ourselves can free our minds. So I am so grateful for everybody that takes the time to tune in, listen in, share, and care. And those that don't remember to push that subscribe button. And oh my gosh, I think I've reached 100 subscribers. I got the little thing in the email. So that's good, right? That's good. I mean, I think it's good. Thank you to all you who listen. Give thanks, give thanks. So let's keep that moving along. But again, thank you to Flowing and Growing, and we're just working on just trying to just better ourselves, and trying to maneuver through this mess that we're in, because we're in a mess, y'all. And I know y'all don't think you're in a mess. That's why we're talking about this thing, because we're in a mess. So we just got to be able to maneuver ourselves through it. So I think today I want to talk about this thing we on, this phone. And that on this phone, we have the internet, we have all these different apps that we can download. And it's fun, like, if you want to do any particular interest that you have, that you can download it and be able to learn about how to do it. You can take a class. Some things are free. Some things are articles that you can read. Some people listen to people talking. But it's it's good, that there's information out there. And so the good part is that there is information, but you still have to be mindful that just like what got us into this mental slavery is that we just listened to what they said without researching for ourselves and finding out exactly what this particular thing is. You cannot take anybody's, the word for it. You have to research yourself to make sure that it is so. And if it is so, and if it works for you, then cool. But we just cannot just see something, grab it, and do it, and whatever. Because, we in the situation that we're in now because of all the lies that we've been told. I mean, it's just horrendous. It's horrendous of all the lies that we've been told over our lifetimes. And then now it's so bad that, that we continue to perpetuate it ourselves, and we have given our children these things, told these children these same things. And the sad part about it is that we know certain things are not true, but we still would just, share it with our children or participate in it and act like it. Because, today is July 3rd. And actually today is July 4th. Today's July 4th. And I hope that y'all ain't out there celebrating no damn July 4th. Research that and know that we as black people should not be celebrating no damn 4th of July. Okay? So I'm not going to take my time up with that. But, yeah, so... But yeah, so we cannot just listen to what someone else is telling us. We have to do research and do it for ourselves. And so when I want to talk about the phone is that, on this phone, and on the, I guess not really just the phone, but I guess mostly just Facebook and the internet thing. That say on Facebook, for instance, right now you have to put your name there. They want your name, your birth date, where you live, your phone number, your email address, your who you're married to, who your family members are. Who's your cousin? Who's your everything? Who's the this? Who's the that? Who's the that? They want you to tell them also, like, your favorite places. These are the restaurants that you go, places that you frequent, your favorites. And then sometimes they'll do stuff like, put your children on there and like, your children's favorite this, or show your child at this place, or da 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 da. And then we have taken it to on beyond ourselves that some people. I'm not trying to throw no shade. I'm just trying to make a point here and get you to understand some stuff. But again, this is my opinion, and I hope that it will make your mind up to think to say that, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. So then it gets you. What was I saying? I was saying that so also you can put on there like, I said we have gone a little further ourselves by that every time we do something, it has to be on Facebook. Every time that we eat out somewhere, we had to put it on Facebook. If we're going somewhere, we put it on Facebook. If we, and now sometimes people do things just so they can put it on Facebook. Like, I know I talked about it before, but some of these things that we do with taking up money. I was talking, for instance, that I can dig it that the prom thing, man, it's a big deal for your child and so on and so on and so. But sometimes it's a big people make it a big event. And like I said, I ain't knocking it, but I'm just being thoughtful of the fact that, okay, I hope that if you go spend, for the photographer, the backdrop, the red carpet, the plants, the food, the this, the that, whatever you're doing, the limousine and all that, so that could equal up to like $1,000 or so. So I'm just saying, it's good, cool, but I hope that this child that just graduated, that you're celebrating, because the prom means people go to the prom, and then that means your the next step out of there is that you're graduating that year. But though sometimes underclassmen do go to prom too, but the point still is about the prom thing still. But hopefully that child, whether they graduate this year or next year, does that child have money to go to college or to pursue whatever skill? Because I'm not for all kids going to college, or to pursue or whatever skill set that they have. Do they have a job? Do they have something lined up where you spent $1,000 for this couple of hours, and then of course if y'all doing it, you're putting it on Facebook, okay? So, that's the point I was making about that. I'm not trying to hate on it. I think it looks beautiful and stuff, but we have to be mindful that we just can't participate in all that shit sometimes because we working on ourselves, and maybe ourselves right now. That may not be something that we want to spend $1,000 on. Because maybe we're doing renovating our house, or maybe we trying to save some money so we can buy a house, or maybe there's a trip that you're working on, or maybe you just need to be just setting your money aside because right now things is tight, and you need to be thinking about planning for the future and having some emergency fund in case some shit happen. I mean, there's so many things that we could be that money $1,000 could be used for. So. But I'm like, that's your money, spend it as you please. But I'm trying to make a point to understanding that we have to be mindful of the things that we do, and we just do stuff sometimes, and we're not thinking about the repercussions of it, or thinking about the cause and effect on things. So if you do that, then you're gonna be short over here, or you're gonna be here, da 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 da. So okay, but the point I'm making is that we just do things for Facebook. Every time that we get a new pair of eyeglasses, we got to show. So what do you think about this pair of my new glasses? Or we got a new haircut, and it's cool. It's cool. The child having birthday. You celebrate birthdays, but I want you to know to think about what they're doing with this information. It makes it look like it's so convenient for you to have all your stuff here, and they said, "Follow, put your files here. Put your favorite this there." But what are they doing with the information? So it looks like to us that it's so easy because all we got to do is push a button to do this and this and this and this. But they are creating information out there because it pretty much ain't nothing, that's a secret right now. And they're saying that they can't just do whatever. But you see that shit on TV? They put that stuff on TV and they put somebody's name in there and everything comes out. That shit real. That shit real. So sometimes you don't want all your information out there, because especially, I don't know how you're rolling, but if you're rolling a little shaky and whatever, you don't want, you think, oh, it's cool. And sometimes your job, people's employers can go and do some type of searches and stuff on you and get like your whole everything. Some people put on there that, they smoking weed somewhere, and here you working with children. And if anybody gets a whiff of that, somebody who's a hater, it'll get to whoever it's supposed to get to, and they could really fire you for that. But even though that's your own private time and but that's how they roll. So don't give them you don't want to give them no stuff that's going to be used against you. But the reality is that when you put on there that this is my sister, that's my brother, that's my this, and everything out there. We should not be putting all our information out there because it's for many reasons. One reason that it's out there, and so anytime if you ever did something, they got you because you can't lie about this that because they can go on Facebook and see your everything. The other thing is that they are studying us. This is how they study us. They want to know where we shop at, where we what foods we eat, what restaurants that we eat at. They are information because information is knowledge. It's very valuable, and they are collecting information on us to be able to determine, certain things that they do, and most of the stuff that they do is against us. So they're using that information against us, and I know it's cool. I mean, sometimes I'm on here myself, and I'm up here doing this damn YouTube things. I'm talking every Tuesday, so they know every Tuesday come check and see what the hell I'm saying and what my thoughts are. I mean, so we do have to use it, but I'm just saying, but we don't have to advertise everything that we do. We don't have to let them know that this is my cousin, this is my aunt, this is my brother, that kind of stuff. They don't have to know something. So it's out there, because even if you're using the phone, they know everybody that you talk to. They So my point is just that don't give them more information. Your information is already out there. So if you work someplace, if you apply for a job somewhere, if you got a bank account somewhere, I mean, it's all on this thing called the Wild World Web. So our information is out there, but we don't have to participate in giving up all the information, all of it. I'm just want to just talk about that, just to be conscious of, if you don't have to put it out there, then don't. Then don't, because there it could be used against you, whether it's somebody hating on you. I mean, I mean, you could be trying to do something. You know what? Sometimes we have to do shit to get what we need. And so, but it's somebody hating, they can say, "Oh no, well this person is da 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 da," and they'll, they can let somebody know, or somebody who they may know, somebody that works in a certain department of something that, I'm just telling you that just be mindful. Just don't put all your stuff out there. I know we do have to use this, and it is convenient. I like it because I travel a lot, and when I'm out the country or wherever I'm at, another state or whatever, then I'm able to communicate with my family, being able to see them visually and that kind of stuff. So I'm grateful for it. But I'm very mindful of how I use it. Certain things I'm not going to put on there, that I was here, I was there. I don't want no. It ain't their business. They already got enough information on you, And then I don't know. I've heard this. This is the truth for iPhones. I don't know if it's for Androids or not, but I've been told that. Excuse me. I've been told. Oh, here they are, right here. Thank you, Lord. I thought that y'all gonna laugh at me, but look, here's another pair of my glasses. I was like saying, well, I know I have my glasses up on my head. And I went and got another pair of glasses, right? But here they are. Thank God that they're here. Thank God that they are here. But I started feeling something behind my ear right here, and I was like saying, well, what is that? But I'm glad they ain't lost. So it's all right. So I can see out the front now, and I can see out the back. Okay. So anyway, I lost what I was talking about. But it's just too much information. What I say, TMI. They already know enough information about you, so don't put it out there because, I was talking about these cell phones. Okay, because I'm slipping sometimes. Okay, I know it's true for the iPhones because some people I know, close people I know, they have iPhones and they say this is really true, that they could be just talking about something, and then when they go and their phone is just down on the table, the lap, chair, pocketbook, whatever. But then when they go to pick up their phone, whatever subject or whatever they were talking about, they will see advertisement for that thing on their phone. Now, I do know I have an Android, and I do know that when I say if I'm looking for some tires, I'm searching certain information about how to make your own toothpaste, blah blah blah, whatever you're looking for. That I do know that it will come up on my thing. I'll start seeing pictures about it. I'll start seeing advertisement about it, because I'm telling you, this is marketing, but this is more beyond marketing because it's actually manipulation. Because especially if you have certain people, sometimes you allow them to send you notifications about this, that, and other, but sometimes the notifications be too much. So you have to even control that, because you go in there, Amazon, use that for example, because a lot of people use Amazon, include myself. So if something I'm searching for on Amazon, oh my gosh, it will come up, or either you'll get an email about that here's some of these things that you were searching for this, and now here they show you the thing that you're searching for, and blah blah blah. This thing right here, this thing it's dangerous, and we just have to be mindful. The same way that we're thinking for ourselves now and emancipating ourselves from this slavery, this mental slavery, this is part of it, because the manipulation of how they use this thing. Especially when we go on YouTube. Oh my gosh, you go on YouTube and may have done the research on something. The next time you come up on YouTube, all the different choices of that particular thing, that on that Netflix, I watched one of this, is it cake kind of a show, something with something making cake or whatever, something. The next thing I know, when I turn my Netflix on again, there's 3 or 4 different channels about cake. Yes, it does sound like it's a convenience. So you may say, oh, but that's shit. That's cool. That's convenience. You got to search da. But they too much up in your personal business. And the fact that they are recording this information, because there's a file like it's a Sister Zing file that has all my little something, 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 what I like, where I go, how I shop, how I eat, where I bought this at, how much money I spent, what's in my bank account, whatever, whatever. I talked to this person this day. I talked to that person on that day. I talked to this person on this day. That's all up in there. So my point is that, I'm making it kind of long. It's needed. It is necessary. It's a convenience. But don't fall for the hokey doke. The same they show us stuff that's supposed to be good for us, and now that's supposed to be good for us, and now we trusted them, and now look at the situation that we're in. It's all part of the mental slavery, y'all. It's all part of it. So think. It ain't illegal yet. And the think is an acronym I created. The THINK is taking hold of and implementing new knowledge. So the information that you get, please put it into practice. Make it part of your life. It's no good to hold on to this information. Oh, I saw this thing. This was on, the guy who writes Conversation with God. Something that he has said. He says that to not decide is a decision. Like when we don't decide on make a decision about something, then that's making a decision, and so it's a decision by default, and that allows us to be able to. Your life is going to be just whatever it's going to turn out to be. But we are able to make choices, and we need to make choices for ourselves instead of just going along. We're living by default. And we don't want to do that. We want to be able to make decisions about what we want to do, how we want to do it. God's in control, the Most High, but we have to be able to make decisions about how things are going to be going for us. We cannot everything ain't for everybody. And that comes with a lot of things. When it comes to food, whatever. Oh my gosh, this is so much. Just more stuff I want to talk about too. But all right. So just think it ain't illegal yet. Take hold of and implement new knowledge, and stop putting all your business on Facebook. Everything ain't for Facebook. Some people don't want to know. I really want to share some of my experiences, especially now that I'm on this farm. It's wonderful. But I just don't want to put my business out there on Facebook for everybody. So I'm trying to find a way to be able to put it on here. And even put it on here. It's only selected to those people who come and looking for you. But anyway, I'm working on it. Find a way. I want to be able to share because I think it's a beautiful experience, and some people need to understand, need to be able to see somebody else's experience to know how simple it is. It's not as difficult as they think it is, and it's hard work though. It's hard work, but it's doable. I'm 65 years old and I'm out here doing it, so you young folks can really get down with it. So all right, y'all. Peace and love. God loves you, so do I. Thank you again for flowing and growing with Sister Nzinga.